Welcome back to the channel. I've got two questions to start off this video. For those of you that have been sports betting for a while, or even if you're new to sports betting, have you ever heard of a unit when it comes to sports betting? And two, if you have heard of a unit, what is your unit size? If you struggled to answer either of those questions, you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of this video because we're going to dive into what a unit is, why using a unit is important, and the advantages of using a unit when sports betting. Plus, if you stick around to the end of the video, I have a Super Bowl future that you're not going to want to miss. So, as you can see, the word unit is a pretty commonly used term amongst sports bettors all over the internet. But what exactly does the word unit mean? Well, the exact definition of a unit is an individual thing regarded as a single and complete, but which can also form an individual component of a larger or more complex whole. Now, that's a little complicated, and that's the exact definition according to the dictionary. But while that is a little too literal, it does serve a good definition for what a unit is in the sports betting world. To make it more applicable to the sports betting world, a unit is basically just the standard amount of money that you would put on a single bet. Now, the term bankroll also coincides with the term unit. And now, you might be wondering what a bankroll is. Well, if a unit is the typical amount of money that you put on one bet, your bankroll is the amount of money that you have to put on all bets. And typically, a unit is 1% of your bankroll. So, for example, if you have a bankroll of $1,000, 1% of that is $10. So your unit size would then be $10. So when you hear sports bettors on YouTube or on Twitter or wherever you consume your sports betting content say that, hey, I've got a 5-unit play or I've got a 3-unit play, that's what they're referring to, right? So if their unit size is $10 and they say, hey, I've got a 3-unit play, they're putting $30 on the bet. Why the term unit is used in the sports betting world, I'm not exactly sure. It is kind of weird to talk about money and, hey, I've got X amount of dollars on this game or X on that game. But it does provide, the term unit does provide a kind of standard way for sports bettors to communicate regardless of their unit size or the amount of money on their bankroll. Like I mentioned earlier, if a sports bettor says they have 1 unit on a bet, then it doesn't matter what amount of money they have on the bet. They know for others consuming their content that, hey, he's putting 1 unit on it, so I should put my 1 unit on it, regardless of the size of the unit. And that kind of rolls into the advantages of using the term unit in the sports betting world and setting your own unit as a sports bettor. It kind of gives you a standard amount that you're willing to put on each individual bet, and it gives you a gauge of how much money you're willing to bet overall. There are certain strategies and methods that people implement with units that can help them return a larger profit because, you know, if you're betting on a parlay, you're going to have higher odds. So instead of betting 1, 2, 5, 10 units on a parlay, they might put, 0.1 units on a parlay that has increased odds. Whereas if they're betting on a money line that has, that's a big favorite, has massive odds like minus 1,000 or something like that, they might put 10 units on that play, right? It makes more sense to put more money on the bigger favorite than it does to put on a parlay that's more likely not to hit. This will help you make money in the long term because then you're not recklessly spending money on bets that are less likely to hit. You're kind of strategically placing an amount of money that makes sense based on the odds of the bet. Without getting into those strategies super in depth, like I said, it can be profitable. If you would like me to go more in depth, I can in other videos. Just let me know in the comment section and also leave a like on the video letting me know, hey, I want to see more. I want to learn more about these unit betting strategies. Now, with that being said, this is a little bit of a shorter video. I hope that gives you a better understanding of the term unit in the sports betting world and can allow you just a little bit to improve and strategize when sports betting, because at the end of the day, if you want to make money in the long-term sports betting, you're not throwing money recklessly around trying to hit massive parlays. You're just trying to build your bankroll slowly but surely, and that way, once your bankroll increases, then your unit size increases, and you can start making more profits as everything increases. I'd like to say thank you if you made it this far in the video. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a like. I'd love to make more of this type of video, informing you guys on different elements of the sports betting world and strategies that can help you profit in the long run. And without further ado, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I do have a plus money bet for the Super Bowl. That's going to be the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. It's currently at plus 300. They just beat the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins in convincing fashion. They've got Lamar Jackson as their MVP. I think to get that at plus 300 is a steal. They're going to be the Super Bowl favorite come the start of the playoffs, and their odds will not be as good. So I would jump on that as soon as you can. Don't forget, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Drop a comment if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. And definitely subscribe because I'd love to make more of them in the future. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video.